This is The Party with Serene
and Pearl.
Get it right, Poddy.
Hey, it's the Trim Healthy Podcast. Glad you tuned in. Ladies?
I'm still typing my grocery list out. Hold on, my daughter's at the store.
Okay, while you're doing that, can I share an NSV?
You may.
I'm feeling electric today about it, too.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
I like that your shirt is being steamed for us.
What do you mean steamed?
No,
Meaning it hasn't been steamed.
No, it's got marks on it. When he came out of his little curry do, I saw like this morning's breakfast smudges.
And nicely not steamed for all the tens of thousands.
Do you ever
ladies tuning in.
steam to come to the podcast?
I will steam.
I nary a steam.
I will steam people if I've got major wrinkles, or I'll put my
You're
outfit
gonna
on.
steam your face if you have major
Yeah,
wrinkles.
I'll put my outfit on, get the hairdryer, turn it to hot, and just take a risk with burning myself.
What
and
do I
it
need
on
at
the
the
body.
THM cafe? That's where my daughter is. What do I want? Plain
Danny
whey?
wants to share an
Chocolate
NSV.
optimized whey.
Hey, it's time for the banter, the part you hate, but we love. I did
Optimized collagen.
pluck her straight from the hamp and drove to the show, so.
Yeah, the hamper that hadn't been washed yet. You wished it had, but it hadn't. But you just took the shirt out anyway.
No, this is the clean hamp.
Yeah, I got a clean hat myself.
Do you?
Yeah, so tell us your NSV.
NSV time. The old watch band is going to have to go up a hole.
The wrists.
Because the wrists are growing. And I'm going to do it right here live.
Okay.
For the Q Fever by Peggy Lee.
Okay, but while you're doing that, and many people are listening and not watching you, Dan.
We're going to go up to the fourth hole.
What do you need for our trip from the cafe?
Just lots of proteins.
Like the plain, the chocolate, optimized collagen.
Yeah. I want to ask you why it's gone up.
Okay, my whole life have inconsistently done push-ups.
Yeah.
About a year ago, I bought a gym rack,
Yep.
a 4-post. Every man's got to own one. Every woman.
Absolutely.
Yeah, every
people.
human.
No, they actually don't. You can do free weights, but eventually you want to.
You need,
Yeah.
you're gonna want it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say everybody needs one of these, but it's a gym. What is it called?
Yeah.
A rack.
We'll call
It's
it
a
a rack.
weight rack. It's 4 things, and your weights go all on it. It's awesome. But I was inconsistent, and I was always unhappy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was unhappy with myself. When I looked in the mirror, I was like, could do better. Like I was always shocked that I didn't look like what was in my head.
Yeah.
You know, in my head, Brad Pitt Fight Club.
Yeah.
In the mirror, Juan Pitt from the job site.
One
But-
pit that didn't use good deodorant
But
either.
hold on.
No.
You're steadily going from little Dan, as we used to call you, to medium Dan, but you still weren't satisfied.
Yeah, because medium Dan was a result of I was like, okay, I want to get bigger. So I was really putting on calories,
Yeah.
but I wasn't strength training like I should.
Okay.
And so it was
Not
just,
consistent.
it's like I was getting bigger, but I wasn't getting the kind of big I wanted to get.
Okay.
So just a couple weeks of consistency
Yeah.
has shown measurable wrist growth.
It's that sense like we had Bowen and Arden in here, and
That's
you
part
were
of it.
like, I can do this. I need to be
Yeah.
spoken to by men, not by these ladies. Or a
No,
little.
No,
Just
it wasn't that.
time.
Just an amalgamation of things. You know, my son, my second son, first son
Yeah.
is D1 football
Yeah.
player. He's already big, but he's gone, right? So there's no contrast.
Yeah.
But my second son is now.
You need the contrast, don't you?
You do. You need to look next to you and be like, oh, there's the standard right there. So my second son is just bigger than me, and he's working out in boxing.
Yeah.
And I was really struggling to box him the other day. And it's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. And so I can't let my sons outlift me.
Yeah, so you're driven. You find your why, and it's really quite competitive with your sons.
Yeah.
Not necessarily with other guys.
Yeah, they're not going
With
to
your
toss me around.
sons,
They're not going
yeah.
to chest bump me.
Yeah, my husband kind of feels the same way.
Yeah.
Right now he's slacking off because my sons have not been working out with them. But I do want to say, and for those new in the room, Danny has always wanted bigger wrists because your wrist, it really reflects your body size to you in your head. You've had wristorexia. So has that been working out as
Do you have
well as
ankleorexia
keeping...
too, or you don't look down that far?
I'm okay with my ankles.
Yeah.
But
They're little.
But
Yeah.
you've been obviously doing your protein at every meal and keeping it up.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to commit to protein.
5 times
Yeah.
a day for you?
Or is it 4? I'm a 4 girl. But
What,
are you a
meals?
4 or a 5?
No, 5 times the protein. I would do 5 if I want to get up that wristband.
Yeah, because I just got consistent, it's 4, but it's gonna improve.
You should join my club, Dan.
What's your
I'm
club?
a special, I think it's the Masai tribe in Africa.
I don't think so.
I've joined their plan.
Oh, she has.
Yes.
And actually, I'm going to bring that in later. We're in the
Yeah,
banter. But can
okay.
I bring it in later?
Yeah, bring it in later.
Because the meat is all about,
Oh.
actually, I'm going to include that. So
Great.
that's a secret for now.
I feel like the drive is too far.
Out to here?
No, the Masai tribe in Africa.
Oh.
no, you just wait.
No, you just.
I think you should join my club, though. It will work for
The
you.
Masai Club. We're going to tell you about it later.
Yeah.
It's for
On the show?
Oh, yeah. Only certain group of people.
You and I are in. I reckon you should be in too, Pearl.
Not yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Coming, it's
elitist
coming, and I'm going to
club.
tell you when I'm doing it.
Okay.
I have a specific threshold to reach.
Okay, great.
All right. Can I jump to the meat, or can I please tell you something
I
about
thought
Serene?
it was my meat today.
Oh,
We have to do your meat now.
Oh no, and my meat is not quite crisped up, but
Oh,
it's
don't
okay.
worry. The Holy Spirit will crisp it.
Okay. Serene's meat's coming next, potty. Can I just first, before we get into the meat, tell you about Serene?
What happened to me?
No, I was just saying to Dan, and JD was saying this should be on the potty. Serene, as you first heard when we were on, which she was just like texting her daughter because her daughter Breezy had just called.
She's at the cafe and she
Yeah.
was grocery shopping for me, like getting all my supplies.
And everyone was commenting about how many times Serene says bye to her children on the phone. It's like, oh, bye, bye. But I was saying that is nothing. Serene was trying to behave and be professional because we're about to start the potty. Usually this is the way it goes. Okay, love you. Bye. Bye. Oh, love you. I love you. Bye. Bye. Oh, hey, remember that? No, I said 3. Breezy, I said, I really need you to be there by 3. Bye. I love you. Bye. Okay, bye.
It's like Elf. It's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. Like Elf when he gets like psychotic about it.
I don't even know that I
Yes,
do
you
that.
do that. And
I
you've
don't-
got different ways of saying I love you. There's because you really want it to really sink in, especially if you did tell them something quite firm.
Right.
Then you'll do a special softer I love you after the film. I love you. Okay, bye. Bye. I love you. That's another one I need to hear it back. And then I love you.
Oh,
I
the
took
poor
that
things,
home to
the
my
poor
house.
things.
I learned that from you,
Did you?
Serene, years
Really?
ago.
Really?
Yeah, I in the early years, I would watch you do that, and I was like, man, I need to be more vocal about my love for my kids, and I have ever since.
But her kids do it.
They
Like
do it
Aunt
too.
Breezy's to me, love you, Auntie Pearl. As soon as she sees
Yeah.
me, when she says goodbye, she's just full of love.
But
so,
do you know what's so terrible about it?
Arden does
It
it.
can go too far. And
Yes,
this
it
is what
can.
happened to poor
It
Nate.
is too far.
Poor Nate came to pick me up in his little lime green, whatever it is. What is that little thing? Is it a brand? Fiesta.
Nate's our manager, everybody.
Non-airconned. Don't
Oh.
worry, I don't need aircon.
You have
But
no
I
air
made him do the
conditioning?
windows up because I didn't want to wreck my potty hair. Anyway, but guess what? So he walks. No, he was going to call me up and say, "Hey, I've got to drop my children off. They're going to play with my children for a little bit. Why don't I just take you over, save a trip, right?" So I'm like, "Yeah, sure." But I had just been talking to my little daughter who was walking in the door. I was like, "Hi, beautiful." I hadn't seen her for 10 minutes. Hi, beautiful. And then I'm halfway between a sentence to her, and I pick up the phone. It's Nate. So I'm like, "Hi, beautiful."
Oh, nice.
No, Nate, you're not beautiful. I'm so sorry.
Oh, but you told the
And
delivery
then-
man you loved him.
And then I told Nate, "I'm so sorry, you're not beautiful." He's like, "Don't worry." Breezy says she loves me every time she picks up the phone. It's because of these habits. They die hard.
Yeah, but she said to the delivery man who dropped her off a package, she said, thank you. She said, thank you, love you. Good
no,
boy.
I said good boy.
Good boy.
Because
And
at
then
the
love
time,
you.
all my boys were
Good boy,
young,
love you.
right? And so whenever they did something, I'll be like, "Good boy." So the delivery man gives me my package. And I said, "Good boy."
I love
I
you.
did not know how to get out of it, so I just said, "I love you." And let him walk off like I was a weirdo. Oh,
That's
you are a
good.
weirdo. Ah.
The meat! When we really get down to business. But don't hate us for the rabbit trails.
All right, well, accidentally, guys, because I said we're doing my meat, I guess I'll be taking this potty.
Good, because mine's not prepared either. I have a non-crisped meat. We shall be having rare steak when I talk.
Mine's rare too. But it's good. I was looking on the group and I meant to bring this a while back and someone said, Pearl and Serene, You've discussed body fat percentage for women. Can you do a whole podcast on it?
Thank you very
Where
much.
should we be body fat percentage wise?
I love that.
BMI.
No, BMI is different. So BMI is body mass index.
Oh.
It's kind of outdated because BMI gives you a weight and a height. You could be male, female, you could be big boned, you could be small boned.
You could have massive amount of muscle and be considered
And
like
very
you're-
little fat and be considered obese.
Yeah.
Obese for you?
because at 5'6", you're
Oh, I
too
see.
heavy
Yeah.
for the average 5'6".
It doesn't take into account muscle then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I think that BMI is good for is extremes. If you're under about an 18 to 20 and you're a woman, you're losing bone.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And so you can think, ouch, I'm scary zone. But
Yeah.
if you're muscled and you're over BMI or you're large frame or you're just athletic, it just really doesn't even make sense. And I think people are abandoning it by the score. Today, Danny, we're talking about something different. We're talking about body fat percentage.
Yeah.
BFP.
Yeah. So let's start. I'm going to be a Serene and I'm going to be teleprompting reading
Good. I like a good old
With my golden
teleprompter. Keeps
glasses.
you focused.
that keeps the blue light out. Okay. So and I-
About that blue light, that thing is real. Do you know every time we leave the potty, Pearl gets a headache?
yeah, it's
Because
because
of these blue lights that we have just so that we look glorious.
I know, but then
Which
when I
don't even make us look glorious. We look terrible, I think, with the
th-
lighting.
look at and JD and
Sorry.
Mike,
No, they're
just-
great. It's just that the lights aren't helping at our age or something. I don't know. But anyway, she gets a headache.
I do. The lights go.
Maybe
to
we should do dramatic lighting.
red lighting or
We,
something
we
that's
could just
good
have
for
a
us.
crazy cool vibe in here.
Yeah,
and it's
totally.
dark.
I would so be about some reds because they're good.
We don't have to be Today Show.
Yeah.
I know.
Everybody's
Come on,
doing it.
people. All right, so I kind of titled this, but I'm sure that our marketing team will give better clickbait. Why women need a healthy amount of body fat. Well, I'm going to start off by saying it is our divine design.
Yes.
Women naturally carry more fat than men. And today we're going to discuss all things body fat, but what is that healthy range? Going to share it. And then we're going to teach you and share with you how to know if you're there, how to get there if you're not there, without like a bunch of costly body fat testing or
Yeah.
DEXA scans or obsessing over it. And so then we're going to go into the benefits of that range and what happens when you're over the range or under it. Okay, but let's first talk, Dan, you'll like this, about the male-female difference in body fat. It's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to discuss essential fat levels, and these are your fat levels to live. You have to have enough essential fat to wake up in the morning and breathe.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
That's wild.
And
That's
these,
why I bet muscle mass breaks down so much in starvation, because you got to keep a little bit of fat or you die.
That's right, Serene. The body likes to break down muscle because it needs essential fat.
Wow.
You die. So to wake up breathing, these are not levels to shoot for.
That's
We're
why
gonna-
anorexics die.
Yeah. We're going to talk about needful levels soon.
Yeah.
But these are essential levels. To wake up breathing tomorrow morning, you need this. If you're a man, you only need 2 to 5% body fat, essential fat.
What's that look like? Does that look like?
I mean,
Oh,
you
no,
look like a
that's
skeleton. You
shredded.
look. You might survive a few months, but you're going to wake up
That's
tomorrow
why
morning.
when we're starving, Dan,
Yeah.
you need to give us the food.
Okay.
And you
Give the woman
just
the
go ahead
food.
and starve. You'll
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess what women need to wake up tomorrow morning?
What?
10 to 13%.
Yes, yes.
Just
Interesting.
to survive. So just to be too dramatic, you die without that
Yeah.
much.
But I interrupted before and said anorexics die.
Then
but
they
they do. It gives them a heart attack.
I know.
So
when they
these
don't have enough
really
fat.
skinny supermodels, not like you see them in the magazine and it's like, oh well, they're kind of skinny, but then
Do
you
you
see
feel
them
like
in real
they're
life.
around anymore?
The super skinnies.
So yeah, like the Kate Moss used to be a big thing back in the 90s, 2000s, but I don't see them as much.
Well, you're shopping at Target.
Yeah? Well, where do you see maybe on the
Well,
runway?
the woke runway wants you to look Nutrigender, no breasts, no curves.
So you-
the men to look no muscles, no whatever.
Okay.
We're just all skinny.
Yeah, the
neutrals.
high end like Gucci stuff is still
Okay.
pretty skinny, but they're trying to be inclusive nowadays. But I'm just wondering, is that look? I mean, they're surviving, so this percentage you're talking about
No,
is
they're
still
a little bit higher than 10 to 13 for sure. I'm going to talk
Okay.
about needful ranges soon, but I'm
Okay.
going to talk about,
But they're definitely dying early.
yeah.
Like they're putting themselves they're aging themselves. They're in osteoporosis,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, yeah, they're in
Yeah.
osteoporosis.
they're very fragile.
So why this difference, okay? And women, just by design, we have more places for fat to fill. We have more subcutaneous fat that's under the skin, but especially in the bummy, thighs, and breast area. But this fat is protective. It's hormonally driven, and it contributes to the wonderful feminine shape. But men, they have a little fat on their bummy, but it's mostly muscle. If they do gain fat, and this is on the whole, some men do gain a little hip fat, but mostly it's visceral right on the stomach or around the organs like the liver. But they don't have, the hips, the thighs. My husband's thighs, like, he's not underweight. He likes to
Let's
be at the
have a
top.
visual of
He
Straley's
likes to be at the top of the
Please.
BMI. He doesn't want to be skinny, right? But
Yeah.
he's not like built. He doesn't like want to look like a builder either.
Yeah.
But his thigh, he's like healthy weight.
Yeah.
His thighs are so lean. Like
Yeah.
he injects his tea,
Yeah.
and it's just like
Right into the bone.
skin and bone and muscle. And then I inject my tea.
You got to push past the fat.
I gotta get past some gush, and I'm a lean girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I still got gush. We're just essentially
Yeah.
different.
Have you ever just like pinched your husband's thigh like that and it's just like the hardest stuff? And it's like, even though I work out every day,
Yeah.
I feel like soft gush in comparison.
Yeah, and a bummy's the same thing. I mean, woman, we love to build our bummy with muscle, but it has to have some fat. All right, so, but this fat storage is really important. And that's why a man with 15% body fat, and we're going to talk about, this is like, optimal body fat, can look ripped and defined, why a woman with 15% body fat looks often skeletal, so shredded. Her immune system is suffering. She has hormones shut down at that level, and she has mental illness usually at that level.
Mental
Yes.
illness. A skinny, crazy lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing more dangerous.
Yeah. So what's the range? What is this optimal fat percentage when you not only count
Can I
your
guess?
essential fat plus what we call needful fat? Yeah, you can guess, but so why am I letting you guess?
Because I wanted to sound intelligent.
She's like, can I guess as a
I wanted to
well-researched...
sound.
Danny,
I want
guess.
to sound naturally intelligent, not research. Just like I would just know these things.
I'm
right?
going to let you guess
go
for
for it,
woman,
Danny.
What the percentage is for what?
Healthy fat percentage for woman.
A thriving woman.
See, it's hard because I don't have the visual of what percentage
I
was.
Well, she
told you
just
what
said-
she has to have to live, which is 11 to 13.
Right.
Yeah.
But healthy is going to be 20.
Okay, nice. So
Very smart.
for woman, 20 is on the low side. For woman, and we're going to talk about this later, but we're just going to give you the range right now and throw it out there. For woman, a healthy fat percentage is 20 to 25%. It's just the cushion we need for our unique bodies. But some of us, and I'm going to talk about the
up.
Masai Club here. No, in a good way.
Okay.
Can sway a few percentage points on either side. So some woman naturally curvy, endomorphic. I'm thinking about your wife, Danny. Oh my goodness, her curves. And she's lean, but
Yeah.
she's curvy. They can thrive with up to 28% body weight, and it's body fat.
Yeah.
It's perfect for them. That's where they thrive. That's where they look glorious. And you don't really want to go below. And other women, less endomorphic, athletic types with the athletic body shape, they carry less fat. Maybe okay at 18%. But for most of us, when we go below 20 or above 25, where some do fine at 28, some do, we get problems.
How do you know what your percentage is?
Okay, so we can talk about that later. But if you want to talk about it now,
This is your show.
okay, so there are ways. You can do DEXA scans. You can jump on these scales that you can even buy at Target or offline or something, and they're going to tell you your body fat percentage. And many people believe them. It's not true because they can't know unless they image your body.
I wonder if there's a way to like measure your pinky, now measure your toe,
Yeah.
now measure your wrist.
Some
Now,
people do.
how wide
like-
is your heel?
Yeah, some people do like they measure like what they can pinch and things like that. There are mathematical formulas. But here is what I think.
Sometimes you don't know if you've had a few babies. You don't know
Yeah.
if you're pinching just a little excess skin.
Yeah.
You
Can
know
you
what
just
I mean?
look in the mirror
you
and be
could
like-
pinch something and it may not be fat.
I know. Well, here it is. If you are healthy metabolically and hormonally, I'm going to talk about that later. If you do not have inflammatory fat layers, and inflammatory fat layers lead to things, or it's vice versa, chicken and the egg, like PCOS, like it leads to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes. If you're feeling good, if your immune system is thriving, if you're kind of in an average weight and you're feeling good, don't obsess about it. You're great. You kind of know. But now we're going to go and talk about the dangers.
I don't know
being under.
till I see a picture of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to just anything, really. Like even in the mirror, because when think about it, when you go look in the mirror, you pose. You know, you kind of like before I look in the mirror, I'm like inflate chest, suck in gut, notice self. I mean, it's literally subconscious.
But to me, it's a feeling. Like when I've gone under and I'm not well fed, my energy is lacking. I can't bring it in the gym. I'm not as happy around my family. I'm lagging emotionally and I'm lagging with physical energy.
And I would say it's
and lagging with libido and lagging with a lot of things.
It's exactly the same for when people are over, Serene.
Okay.
It's kind of both sides of the
I get
spectrum.
anxious when I'm not working out and eating right.
Yeah.
Anxious.
Yeah.
Okay, so this, when you're in that kind of range, and as I said, it's quite broad for all of us because we're all so gloriously unique.
Well,
Yeah, I think it enables that trim, healthy look. It's not shredded. It's not obese. What is it? It's gloriously feminine without harmful excess. And fat in this range does us good. It does not do us harm. So, I thought I'd break it up into like the fertile years, your reproductive years, why you need sufficient fat. Not too low or too high. And then why you need it still when you go into those post-menopausal years. And I kind of got into myself into a little bit of a pitfall before I understood. So fertile years, and that's like, you know, from puberty on to, I would call it probably mid-peri years. So let's just say puberty to 45 to 45. Hormone health is probably the biggest. You need enough fat because fat speaks to estrogen. And adequate fat supports estrogen and progesterone production. Too little fat can suppress ovulation and lead to absent cycles, even if they're not absent.
early menopause.
Yes, early menopause.
Well, and we might rephrase that and say maybe mid-peri will be 43 these days.
Yeah, probably. But you might not even be skipping cycles, but you might have low estrogen.
Yeah.
And because you have to have enough fat, if you're relying on your own estrogen production, not relying on HRT like we are right now, BHRT, you need it. They say for a girl to start into puberty, to start having her first period, she needs to get to that 20% body fat. Now, after that, some women can go down to 18 and support fertility. Usually, you'll lose your cycle below 18, but some women will lose it below 20.
Well, my daughter in particular, my Breezy, she is just so trim and so slim, but she was comparing herself to some other trim and slim cousins that were just naturally a little bit more
leaner, wiry.
More wiry than her. So she's like, I want to be wiry too. So she ate herself down to wiry. And they were keeping periods at that wiry. That would probably be 18% where they were.
Yeah.
She had to be over 20. She cannot cycle unless she's over 20.
Yeah, and she brought back, she got into your Masai club, which we'll talk about later, and she brought back a period.
Yeah.
Same thing with my autumn. You know, I've shared this story before. She had an autoimmune disease, and she read, well, you have to go off eggs, dairy, red meat even. She was even off red meat.
Yeah.
Lost her cycle.
No food.
Leaned out for a year almost a year.
She was a menopausal woman
Yeah,
for a
we
year.
took her levels and they were menopausal.
She was in osteoporosis.
because of not enough body fat. So she learned to bring it back in the healthiest of ways. She is now on dairy, but it's the healthiest of dairy, and it helps her autoimmune condition rather than
Can we just
hurts
say a
it.
list really quickly for those maybe girls who have lost their cycle or mothers who are listening? And, we put both my Breezy
Yeah.
and her Autumn on really high levels of quality animal fats, pasture-raised animal fats that are, fat-soluble vitamins that you can get
Vitamin
from
A
vitamin A and vitamin
especially.
D. And so that looked like raw goat's milk or raw pasture-raised cow's milk. It looked like the grass-fed butter, even the X Factor Gold butter capsules that we had them buy off the internet. It's very concentrated pasture-raised butter fat. Liver.
Desiccated liver.
Desiccated
Full
liver.
fat desiccated
Yes.
liver, like the one we provide.
Yeah.
Autumn and Breezy are both on that.
Yes. And then what was
Royal
the other?
jelly.
Royal
Royal
jelly.
jelly helps bring back cycles.
And then egg yolks.
Yes, egg
Yeah,
yolks.
that they had to have at least 4 egg yolks a day, where they put a
To
couple
bring
in
it
their
back.
smoothie to bring it back.
After that, you don't have to, you can maintain with
Yes.
less. Okay, so nutrient.
Oh, and cod liver oil. is
Yeah.
another part of it too.
Yeah, if you want to go all out and bring a period back that's lost, especially in women seeking fertility.
Yeah, because just saying you just need to gain weight, so go have a little, frisky at McDonald's because you need 5 more
Frosty,
pounds. Frosty, whatever you call it. No, actually, it's better and more healthy to have them gain weight where it's not going to be on their belly. It's going to be a perfect little covering that's natural and beautiful all over.
And it's of
helpful.
high vitamin A, so it's
Yeah.
perfect for fertility. Also, the second one is nutrient storage, and this is for postmenopausal woman too. Why are you laughing? Why are you cracking up?
Because I said the frisky.
She said a frisky.
Isn't that what they
from
call it?
We
McDonald's.
called it that one of our books.
And it's not
Yeah.
even McDonald's. It's a Frosty from Wendy's.
What's
Great.
the McDonald's one
It's
called?
just ice cream.
I thought
It
it was
is?
frisky.
What is a McDonald's little shake thing called?
A milkshake.
Oh. Nutrient storage. Fat tissue, as we said, this is why you need fat tissue.
I'm
'cause
ordering a
it-
Frisky from now on.
It stores essential fat soluble vitamins. This is where it stores your A, D, E, and K that your body requires, and your omega-3s, people. Your omega-3s are stored in your bummy fat.
Yes, they are.
And pregnancy takes them off you. So when you're pregnant, your
You
baby.
get that flat bum effect.
So your
after
body in
pregnancy.
puberty stores a bunch of omega-3s in your bum.
You have a nice plump butt, not over fat.
When you're
just
pregnant.
Nice. No,
It's for
no, prior.
It's readying you for pregnancy.
Yeah.
Now, when you're pregnant, your baby draws on those omega-3s.
So unless you have a very omega-3 rich diet during pregnancy, you will end up with a flat bum.
Flat bummy is after every pregnancy, and I started to notice that. I wish I knew these things.
I wish I did.
I wish I was vegan in my first pregnancy, people.
Oh, man, I was vegan in
There
about
is
4 or 5
not
of them.
enough omega-3s. It's so low in omega-3s, and I had such a luscious plump bum. And after
We
that,
went to
it
sheet
was
the paper, didn't we?
Yeah.
So
We just spent
pregnant,
all of our attention trying to
now
bring
we're
it
trying to
back.
build it back.
so pregnant women cannot be vegan.
They really cannot. If you
can't.
look at a
They,
uterus,
they
I
can.
mean,
Like I pulled it
yeah.
off to the detriment of my own body.
If you look
Yeah.
at a vegan placenta, I mean, you can go online right now.
I had the vegan placenta where my midwife's like, I've never seen this before. It had calcified white spots on it.
calcifications, smaller.
Yes.
And then you look at one that had a lot of good grass-fed meat and
And
grass-fed
I was a
dairy.
health psycho.
Yeah.
I juiced organic carrots and celery and lettuce all day. I had young coconuts. I didn't have one little bit of sugar, and everything was organic and pumpkin seeds and all kinds of pates from all natural, sprouted seeds. I had a calcified placenta in every one of those pregnancies.
That's wild.
A meat-scented, not meat-scented. You got to still have your veggies and your good carbs, but I'm talking about not a sugar pregnancy, but a whole food, nutrient-dense pregnancy. The placenta is so gloriously lovely and red and rich and big
Yes.
and nutrient-dense. Okay, so metabolic and longevity benefits. This is for pre and post. A healthy fat buffer helps protect against bone loss. It's a biggie. We need muscles for bones. We also need fat for our bones. Without enough fat on our body, we get bone loss. And it happens fast if you're postmenopausal. Menopausal, it happens.
You're postmenopausal.
Yeah, it even happens if you're a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay, or in your 20s.
Yeah.
Now, you don't usually start losing bone mass until your late peri years. So let's say 45 and up. After 50, freight train, you lose bone mineral. in your 20s, you're maintaining it. In your teenage years, you're building it.
Yes.
You maintain till 30. But if you do not have enough fat, turn your jolly phone off, girl. If you do not have enough fat in your 20s, your teen years, you start losing bone then.
And that's what happened to me. It was awful. That's why I started getting really round shoulders. I reckon I started getting a dowager's hump in my 20s from my raw vegan plant food. Like I was like so stooped and round. The reason why I'm a psycho in the gym and all about my protein and all about my animal fats is to counteract all the years of me whittling away my body, like wizening it away to an old
What fixes that? Because
crippled
I
grandma.
see a lot of women doing that. Is that these rows? Is it work in the back?
Why they're doing the rows to kind of
I'm asking. A lot of women, they you see them everywhere. Just they tend to get the dowager's hump.
Yeah.
How do you fix it?
Well, yeah, you strengthen the back.
Strength train.
Okay.
You strength train.
And that's
So
like
strength
rows.
training strengthens the muscles and the bone.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's also standing and being contemplative of your posture. That was my biggest thing, because I could do an hour in the gym with bad posture and I'm just training a bad posture, and then I get out of the gym and I'm just kind of like intra-abdominal pressure, like hunching over, letting my belly pooch and like, and so all day long to my girls I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm not trying to be annoying, if this is an awful mom, tell me to stop. But they're like, no, I need it. And I'm like, and you do it to me too, I'll tell my daughters. But I'm always like, awake neck, like have your Russian neck. Have your Russian neck, that awakened neck, your belly
Look at this
automatically.
Russian neck. It's good.
Yeah, the belly
Russian?
automatically gets in.
Russian
I never think
gymnast.
shoulders back, because you can do shoulders back like this. You know what I mean?
I have a
But
long
if you
turtleneck.
awaken your neck, and kind of like put your chin instead of hanging it out, do you see your abs just turn on and everything
Yes.
just feels like it's in alignment from the neck all the way down to the
I
pelvis?
feel like my neck is too long.
No,
you
that's
can't
a
have too
great
long of a
neck.
Watch it from the side.
Well,
No.
that's turtleneck. You're pushing it forward like tech neck.
Yeah, but
Russianize your neck.
Russianize your
what do
neck.
you mean? Is it
So
this?
nice.
Yeah, it means awaken the neck. Yes, there you go.
And this,
All right, so now I'm going to go to post-menopause, why
you.
fat matters. Okay, so, and some of this is for pre-years too. Some of them kind of ebb and flow together, but some are more specific. Fat provides insulation for nerves. These are the myelin sheaths, and they help this communication between brain and body. So, in other words, your nervous system, you don't have enough fat, you're undone. Women get undone. And same thing, we talked about the fat-soluble vitamins and omega-3. Same thing for posties. But too little fat can increase risk of brain fog, anxiety, and even dementia. Here's why. The brain is about 60% fat by composition. You see a little frail woman, you often see dementia tied at the same time. They lose their hormones because the brain has, is centered on estrogen production. They also
I just
lose
want to
their
go
fat.
drink a glass of milk while you're Where's my raw whole milk?
Okay, so adequate fat stores, this is big. They help fuel immune cells during illness or stress. Very low fat percentages weakens resilience to infection and slows all recovery. So, inflammation. Most of us think, oh, fat means inflammation.
Yeah.
No, the right amount of fat lowers your inflammation. You can be have not enough fat percentage and be more inflamed than if you had more fat at that healthy range.
Are there tests for inflammation?
Yes.
Yes, there are.
Yeah.
What are they called?
C-reactive
Protein 1.
Okay.
Yeah, there's others too, but that's the main one. And mine's beautiful, if you don't mind me saying.
My husband's was terrible. Then he got on
Yeah.
a GLP-1 and it went beautiful.
Yeah.
Some
very
people are just
inflammatory.
gonna be inflamed.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
were
he was
Sometimes we
born.
have more
eating like
genetic
me, and he
markers.
had C-reactive protein levels that were through the roof. He was flooded with inflammation. He was eating everything I cooked him.
But he's
Maybe a corn chip
he's
here
a
and
different
there,
genetic,
an organic corn
his
chip
whole
here and there.
family has genetic issues in that
Right,
area,
and
blood
so
sugar issues.
yeah, he got on a GLP-1, and that was the main reason we got him on that.
But
And
he
it's amazing.
microdoses now.
Yeah,
I-
microdoses.
Hey, bone health. I want to go back to that because we only just touched it. Fat tissue helps regulate leptin and adiponectin.
Oh, and
Adiponectin is
keeps you lean
it
sustainably.
keeps you lean, so you've got a good amount of fat. But these also influence bone remodeling. And women with very low fat post-menopause often see more accelerated bone density loss than they already
Can I just
normally
talk
would
about
have.
this? People feel like, oh, I don't really care about bone. Who cares? You know, like I just will be careful and I won't break a hip. It's also about your face, woman. Let's talk about that. You have bone reabsorption in your jaw. You get more sagging. Your face changes. You have so much aging in the face. I know of women who have actually like got osteoporosis in their jaw.
I was, first of all, I was thin without enough muscle.
Yeah.
I went through menopause without doing, bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. I started to get jowls because I lost bone in my jaw.
Wow.
And of course, because of skin laxity due to lack of estrogen. But it happened to me.
Wow.
I could have kept a great jaw like you are,
I
Serene.
don't know about that, but I'm just saying, I'm telling you, I was headed that way and I did so much damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thermoregulation, and this is for both prees and posties, but more for people in their later hormonal seasons, because not only this is all about fat provides insulation, and which is increasingly important as metabolism slows with age, but also because without enough fat, you feel cold all the time. But especially for older women, and this is what happened to me too, your thyroid goes down at the same time. And so women, post 40 have less robust thyroid hormones. And when they're very thin, they also have less covering. They're freezing.
Yeah. I've been skinny to the point of freezing before.
I have too. Okay, so we also said, we talked about immune function. I already talked about that. Energy. And this is what you talked about, Serene. I know I'm shouting, but this is a really,
Oh, please keep
it's
shouting.
kind of an exciting subject for me.
Yeah, it is.
Let it all out.
I just want to go home and just have my daughter like.
You want to keep her
Yeah.
up on the Masai.
I just
We're going to
need
talk
her
about the
see all your
Masai
notes.
Club.
Can you send me all your notes?
Yeah. So energy reserve. Without enough body fat or with too much body fat, you're going to have low energy.
Yeah.
And it makes women fragile. You fall, you've got no cushioning.
Yeah.
You break something. You need muscle not to break something because muscle, helps your bone. Fat helps your bone. But also you don't even have your cushioning.
Yeah.
So it's like snap a snap.
Yes. Snap a snap.
So, let's talk about how we get to this healthy range. And once again, you can go get a DEXA scan if you want. I do want to add something before we get to that, though. In our Trim Healthy Wisdom book, we talked about something called obesity sarcopenia. And instead of using BMI, many doctors now, doctors that are dealing with obesity, they actually measure the body fat. And they're calling anything over 25% obesity. So you might be in a healthy BMI. You might actually look normal. But if your body fat is over 25%, they're calling that obese. But you see, it doesn't make sense to me because women have more body fat. So a man is going to be obese, even though he might be a good, healthy weight, he's going to be obese at over 25%.
Yeah.
Whereas a woman may not. She might be able to go up to that 28.
Right, I see
because
that.
she's got hips, she's got bigger butt, and she's got bigger breasts.
Yeah.
She's going to have more fat. Let her go to 28.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say over 25% you're obese. No, you might be great just under 30. It's when you get over 30 to 35%, I don't care what sort of woman you are, you're getting those inflammatory fat layers.
Right. Yeah.
And what happens...
Which is turning off all the
Yes.
good things we talked about here with
Yes.
fat. It's just undoing it. It's the other end of the bell curve, the extreme.
It is.
Some women are like large people.
Yeah.
Like I checked out today at a store, and this chick she was built for war. She wasn't fat. She was just bigger than, she was like a giant person.
Yeah, she's a large person. And she might be perfectly...
She might be
Be at
well
the
under
perfect
28%.
weight.
She didn't look obese in any
Yeah.
way, but she was just a big,
Yeah,
big old
genetics.
gal.
Just, yeah.
I pictured her with with armor and a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, like Serene said, she might be perfect weight, but if she's carrying excess fat at the same time, let's just call it above that 28 to 30 because we're giving that cushion, all her raises her risk for insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver is a huge one, cardiovascular disease, all of them just shoot up.
And obesity sarcopenia, which is you've just got way too much fat, which means your lean body muscle is going to be way too low.
Yes, because it's not just about body fat. It's about lean body mass at the same time.
Yes.
So yes, we're kind of talking about body fat today, but we also have to have that balance of lean body mass. And when your body fat is too high, it automatically means you don't have enough lean body mass.
Yeah.
My friend dated
The
one
scale
of
is
these
tipped.
giant Viking women.
Yeah. You're really on that subject, aren't you? Even though we were onto something else.
She would pick him up. She would pick him up and hold him on her hip like a baby, a grown man.
Wow.
Is this your ADD talking?
It was upsetting to watch. I mean,
He's just going on.
we were like, dude, don't like when she wasn't around, we'd be like, don't let her do that. Don't let. He's like, it's just that she likes to show that she can do it.
Yeah.
And we were like, at your expense.
So,
Well, extra weight can also cause pain in the knees, hips, back,
Yeah.
but so can under
Yes.
fat. You don't have enough fat. You have
I
inflammation
felt that.
again.
I felt
Yeah.
that when
Yeah.
I was at my skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always jointy, achy.
And guess
Yeah.
what? Men
Yeah.
lose testosterone at that level. Women lose
Oh.
estrogen. Estrogen is serotonin. Estrogen is your pain reliever.
I feel
So
more
is your
ferocious.
testosterone. Yeah.
and estrogen is anabolic, which means you're going to be building or keeping around more muscle tissue, which helps against the strains
Yeah.
in your ligaments and joints.
So how do we get there? And I want to start because we have spent probably close to 1,000 podcasts talking about how to lose excess fat.
Yeah.
I want to go to where
My Masai.
the Masai Club, where especially out there, probably in the Instagram world where, you see the shredded body, it's not as much anymore. I think that a beautiful amount of feminine fat is now celebrated. I think things swung from like the Kate Moss supermodel era to, hey, let's embrace everything. Let's embrace 400 pounds. It's the way I'm made.
Yeah.
No, it's unhealthy. Let's
Yeah.
just be honest. It's unhealthy. Let's not celebrate that. Let's celebrate you,
Mm-hmm.
but let's get you healthy. Just
Yeah.
like if you were anorexic, let's not
Right.
celebrate your anorexia.
Let's not celebrate that you're
Let's-
dying.
Let's get you healthy.
Yeah.
So I think the tide is finally turning where woman can be woman and trim and healthy woman though. And so some women are genetically different. Some women can like diet themselves down to too low body fat. Some women who are athletic just have to work hard against it.
Yeah.
Now, Serene, I've watched you grow stronger and stronger. And we were away in Texas a few weeks ago, and we walked into the gym together, and you said, "Oh, I'm just going to do a little arms today, right?" So I watch you walk over to the pull-up bar, stand there. She just grabs it, 5 pull-ups, walks around the room, comes back, 5 pull-ups, walks around the room, and my mouth is dropping open. 5 pull-ups. Then does a few weights, then walks out of the gym. And I'm like, what the heck just happened? Do you know how hard it is for a woman to do that?
One pull-up is hard for an adult who doesn't do pull-ups.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. So now I'm working towards my first pull-up and I'm almost there. And I am strong, baby, strong for Pearl. Pearl is strong, but I'm not you. First of all, our bodies are different. So you have worked so hard and you have done the work to do this. But I do think your body is naturally a little more apt to be able to than mine.
Yeah. Yes. And because of that, I'm more apt to shred.
Yes.
And I realize the unhealthiness of that. And I feel like, just because our body is tending towards a direction doesn't mean we should let it tend towards that.
Right.
If it means my body wants to tend towards being 30% body fat, we shouldn't let it tend towards that and celebrate it. My body wants to tend towards being under 18% body
it
fat.
does.
I can't let it. So I'm part of the Masai
Yeah,
little
we'll talk
club.
about that. But I do want to say,
You keep teasing the Masai Club.
no, we're gonna
But
talk about
that's not
that.
a special club that we just named that
Yeah, we
ourselves.
just named it. But I think you have decided, and I've said, but Serene, you're going down in body fat again. I want you to know this. And sometimes you get mad at me just as I've been mad at you. And you're
'Cause
like, okay. But then I say, should you stop working out as much? And you say, no.
Yeah.
This is my love, my passion. I want to be strong. The only other alternative then is to join the Masai Club for people like Serene And now we're going to explain it.
So I said to Pearl this morning, I'm like, I feel like I'm one of those Masai men who sit underneath the African trees and they have all of their cows all around them and they just drink milk constantly for like 2 months on this special kind of ritual they do for the men of the tribe. And they just sit under a tree and get fat.
But you're
milk.
not getting fat.
But that's so I told my daughter who'd lost her period by trying to be too wiry. I said, you and I, fist pump. I said, we are going to have...
Can I tell where it came from?
Yes.
Because I said to Serene, because Serene admitted to me, yeah, I'm at this point where I've gained so much lean body mass. I am shredding my fat. I don't want to. I'm trying everything.
I felt like I was really good at a certain weight.
Yeah.
And now that I'm still in the gym and getting stronger, I've lost 8 pounds.
You were doing
10
crossovers
pounds.
for every meal.
Yeah.
You were full fat everything.
Full fat everything.
Plenty of carbs. All your protein and still shredding.
And still eating 5 meals a day and I was still shredding.
So then Mary Beth, my daughter-in-law, and I posted her like before and after picture on the Facebook page. Yeah. One picture of her at 160 pounds before she kind of got into protein at every meal and strength training. She's been doing it for 2 years. And another picture side to side, same weight.
Yeah.
The second picture is her with lean muscle and protein. She's a lean person, beautifully, gloriously feminine, all her curves, but lean.
Yeah.
And I said, Mary, how do you, she's like, I don't want to go under this weight. It's bad for me. I'm going to have a baby soon. I want to keep all my fertility. I'm like, well, what are you doing to keep this weight without keeping on shredding?
Yeah.
And she's like, I figured something out. I have to drink 1 glass of raw milk. She goes to a farm, gets it in the morning, not fermented. She's keeping the sugars in the milk. And right before I go to bed, 2 glasses of full-fat raw milk. And that doesn't make me gain fat because she's muscled like Serene. That makes me keep my weight. Right. So I told it to Serene.
Well, because I was already drinking raw milk.
Yeah.
I'd have a raw milk shake after my workout. But that just got like totally like all the muscles just ate up. It wasn't even counted for anything after my kind of weight workouts. So I've been starting to do this now. And I told my daughter, are you in the Masai club? So we drink a quart of raw milk every day. We have 4 golden egg yolks every day, at least. I'd prefer 6, but at least 4. And I could throw a couple in a smoothie, And then I have my liver capsules every day, and everything has to be crossover. And I do not sit down to large salads. I have green powders or little bits of cultured veggies, so I can get all that enzyme and all that potent. It's even more potent than what salad that's been at Walmart sitting there for a week. I get like this potent cultured fermented foods or these really superfood green powders. But that is my plant green, but all of my plant matter has to be starchy. So it's sweet potato, it's golden potatoes, it's things that are going to supply that energy I'm burning in the gym and supply the energy to actually put on some weight.
But at this point, you're just maintaining.
I can't have a plate of big broccoli that's going to fill me up and then have tilapia on the side. I have to have sweet potato with that protein or,
And at this point, you have stopped losing fat percentage.
Yes, I've stopped losing fat, but I haven't gained any.
Breezy straight away got her period.
Well, not straight away. She had to wait a cycle and a half. Yeah.
But all that to say, that sounds extreme. Most of you listening probably like, well, I don't have Serene's problem. Who has Serene's problem and Mary Beth's problem? A lot of athletic women actually out there do. Yes. And they're shredding and their immune system is suffering. I don't think you were there, Serene, yet.
No, my immune system hadn't suffered.
No, because you're just so vigilant with all your health. But it's dangerous. And I think you just realize, well, you tried everything, but this is finally working for you. But okay, so what if you're not in that extreme? What if you are just do not have enough body fat?
Hang on, they're the same
You don't
things.
have your problem like too much lean body mass. You've just calorie counted yourself into too little body fat.
It's very the same thing.
It's not. Because they don't have lean body mass. They just need to do crossovers. They don't need to drink the milk. The reason you have to do that is because you have so much lean body mass. But I feel like
my daughter Breezy isn't in the gym like I am.
No,
so she did the same thing to get a natural little bit more fat, but from healthy foods. And so like not from McDonald's and not from Skittles and not from pizza and soda.
No, I do understand that, but she does. She's 6'1".
Yeah.
She's genetically tall.
Yeah.
She's wiry. She has a healthy metabolism.
Yes.
I don't think she's in the
So
normal
you're
category.
just saying a normal person who's dieted for too long, then you
Yeah.
just go to full crossovers.
That's what I'm saying. For those new to our plan, full crossovers are nutritive meals that have your protein, they have your good healthy carbs like a sweet potato, a golden potato, brown rice.
And you put your coconut oil in that sweet potato or your grass-fed butter in that sweet potato. You don't make it lean to 1 teaspoon counting. And
No. So fats, carbs, and proteins, that's what Danny needs to live on because Danny
no,
needs
I
to
think
be
he could
in
join my Masai
the
club.
Masai Club.
And drink the milk.
Drink the milk. And like I still have kefir.
Yeah.
I have 1 cup of kefir every day, but I can't have a quart of kefir like I used to. I have to have that good, healthy carbohydrate store, the sweet
You're
milk.
not scared of the raw milk, like some bug being in there?
Hey, you don't have to do the raw milk if you don't want, but I think that could
No,
be
I
hard
want
on the
to.
digestion to do. You just get
Or
to
you
these
just
very
can do A2.
A2 milk.
What's
But,
Go
A2?
get some organic A2
but
from
you
the
can
store.
get those or go get goat milk or something. But he has a gut issue, you see, or not now, but
A2
he has.
should be fine for
Yes,
him.
but you go to these pristine raw milk places. You can trust them, man. They're like really
Okay.
professional.
Like
Serena has her own goats and cows, though. That's not.
I don't trust my own goats and cows more than the special raw farm down the
but you
road.
still eat them all.
Yeah, still, I'm probably full of listeria. Look how wonderful I am.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I feel
Her
like
kids aren't clean when they milk the goat.
No way.
I feel like
There's
we
a hoof,
started.
a poopy hoof going in that pail.
Yeah, I feel like we started getting sick when we had like land and chickens and was drinking raw milk. And
You cityite.
I
Okay,
think
well, do
that's-
it your Franklin way in your little subdivision. Go to your little Whole Foods. Get your
Yeah.
little organic.
Go to the
Why is it all
Franklin Farmers
little?
Market. They'll have a really cleaned out, like alcohol wiped down place where they display their raw milk.
We're the food
We're
inspector.
too Hilltop Hickman County for you. Go. You can do it either way. Like Serene, who gets her teenagers.
I probably
To
have
milk.
some breast milk in my freezer, mate. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You can do
Whatever
it.
way you want to do
Whatever
it.
way you want to do it. You could join the Masai Club.
Yeah. But it's just if I drink milk, I'm in.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
see,
it's the egg yolks. It's the liver. It's
no,
the.
but even the raw milk or the full fat
I
milk
put honey
is going
in
to
it,
be good.
and I put a banana in it at night.
Oh, you're making a shake. So you got
Basically, you're the opposite of how to lean down on Trim Healthy
Yes.
Mama. If you're new and listening to this because you just like the clickbait, right? What should a woman be healthy body weight wise? And now you're hearing Serene do all this. If you want to lean down, if you want to get rid of excess fat, what you do is what we call
Trim Healthy Mama.
Trim Healthy Mama. You separate your fuels. You have meals that are like an SME. Well, you celebrate the fats, but you don't put a bunch of carb in at the same time. Or you celebrate the carbs because we're not going to ditch any food
Yeah.
group. And you don't throw all the fats. You just have a little bit. And it
Yeah.
works.
It does. It totally works.
but if you want to gain,
You put
You
'em
combine
together.
carbs
if you want to
and fats.
gain, or your lifestyle is such that, and your metabolism is such, and you've built a burning inferno amount of muscle mass, you'll just maintain.
and we're
on
talking
that
about like
side.
2% of listeners.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I've seen a bunch of shredded gym women out there that should be on my Masai club.
All the women at the gym should be listening to us right now. I want to say something. I want to make an announcement.
yeah.
I'm not in your Masai club right now. I have more body fat than you, although I'm
Yeah,
lean.
when are you gonna get on my
Well, that's
Masai
what I'm
club?
going to tell you. I have built muscle. I know I don't look big, but I've built some good muscle, and I'm eating crossovers, our regular crossovers for almost every meal because my body's metabolism is now hot. Thanks to building my muscle, thanks to hormones, and thanks to protein. But I'm not at your stage when I can do a pull-up and then walk around the room, and I'm talking about one,
Yeah.
and then do another pull-up, walk around the room and do another one. I am going to be Masai clubbing it out.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You could build up to a pull-up.
I'm almost there,
Oh,
Danny.
you're
I've
working
been
on it?
working for months. Yeah, but it's I had such low body
Some
strength,
women are
upper
so
body
strong they
strength.
can start with
Yeah.
5 pull-ups. It's just that I'm 6 foot, and I couldn't even like jump up on a chair and then slowly do a reverse pull-up. I just flopped right down. Like we had no upper body strength.
I was
none.
completely gone.
So to pull up that height on weakling little long arms,
Woman that had
it took
been
us ages.
vegans for over a decade, then woman who had babies without proteining, then woman who had done little aerobics and stuff.
And
but
our
not,
arm reach,
yeah.
our arm reach is so long. So for me to
But-
do a pull-up was just massive.
We hadn't strength trained. I had never lifted a weight. And so I went from that to now I can like curl 20s, but I still can't quite do a pull-up. It's just that, but I'm so close. But when I can do that, the Masai Club is coming. And I probably won't be a quarter day, but I'll be 1 cup before bed. And
I
let's
bet
see
you
how I
two
do.
could beat me at arm wrestling.
No, I can't. I don't
Men
think I
are
could.
so much stronger than women.
But you got the length.
You know that day, did you go look back, and we're going to close here, back to banter now. Did you look at our podcast when our sons came on? You were sitting there with Bowen and Arden. Did you go back and look at the video?
Did his
didn't
arm
want
look great?
Your arm looked so good because you wanted to flex it the whole time.
Did you hold it in a Danny flex?
He wanted his arms to look big next to our sons because our sons are big. And so you flexed your arm so long.
I wasn't flexing.
You rolled your sleeve up. And
Girls,
you,
it's that sleeper
no,
build.
it wasn't like that. It was,
It was
like
like
that.
that.
Yes, it was like that in the video. You need to go look.
I don't even care to see stuff like that.
We're looking
was
it up
funny.
right now.
Yeah, he's going to look. Okay, we're out,
Great.
eh? We're out.
Peace out.